playoff brackets have arrived and the postseason is here. Wait, never mind. The matchups are set, but we are still a month away from the playoffs. That means another month of marquee games. And tonight is no exception, all across Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Buckle in for a jam-packed 30 minutes on the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz.
Hey, this is the time of year when teams leapfrog each other in the standings, right? In district play and even for playoff spots. Not the case this year, so how about we just bring you a good old-fashioned game of leapfrog? Fun way to spend a Friday night out there on the high school fields.
I can't think of the last time I played leapfrog.
It's been a long time, so
it'd be weird if I played it like a week ago, though.
It was kind of cool to reminisce through those young kids today at Atlantic Coast High School. Hey, the playoffs are ready. The brackets are out in high school football, and we still have 3 to 4 weeks to play in the regular season. It's that kind of weird year in sports. Hello, welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. Brett Martineau and Stuart Weber.
Yeah, everybody makes the playoffs in 2020. We're going to get to that in just a little bit. The last few weeks, we've had some playoff-esque matchups, and the games have certainly delivered. How about those brackets? They are out. We'll take a peek at some of your matchups and discuss the new format. You don't get many one-and-dones in the high school game, but we're going to highlight a QB making the most of his only season in town. Another big-time, and we do mean big-time prospect, gets his All-American jersey, and the fans get their time to shine. This week's options for Fans of the Week coming up in just a couple minutes. But first, it is our Game of the Week.
Oakleaf alum Shaq Quarterman on hand to watch his alma mater take on county rival Fleming Island. Now a member of the Jaguars, of course. Straight to the second half. Golden Eagles run straight down the field, extend their lead to 22-7. TK Kosak run. Then Oakleaf wakes up. Walter Simmons III hits Kobe Bates on the short route. Look at him move. Off to the end zone, a little shake, and Bates. Get it?
No,
Knights within 8.
I like that a lot. No, that's high-quality content.
Defense gets the offense back in action. Simmons finds Terrence Anthony, steps out of a tackle, gets in for 6 more points, 2-point conversion, ties it up. Hey, we're going to overtime. Knights up first. Simmons to Kobe Bates. Got it. Fights his way in for the score on the first play of overtime. Fleming would be up next, 29-22. You got to score on 4th down. Great Travis. Passes. It's complete, but it's short of the sticks. They make the tackle. Down go the Golden Eagles. Oakleaf rallies in a big-time way to defeat their county rival, 29-22.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in Marcel Robinson now. He is at Oakleaf with the latest on that amazing matchup between the Knights and Golden Eagles, where 48 minutes wasn't enough.
I'm just going to go ahead and don myself the moniker of the comeback kid. Second game in a row that Fleming Island has been involved, by the way, that a team has come back from trailing big in the second half to win a game. This time the Oakleaf Knights were successful, beating the previously undefeated Fleming Island Golden Eagles 29-22 in an overtime through a look. Coming straight out of the half, Fleming Island gets an 8-minute-plus drive, runs right down Oakleaf's throat to extend their lead. But Oakleaf didn't panic, and one game-changing move by Kobe Bates, the wide receiver, seemingly turned momentum for this particular game. And, well, the rest was history.
Playing county games, being Kings of Clay, putting that as a priority. That's one of our goals every year is to win the county. We've been licking our wounds after some of the physical games we played. This was another one of those games, and hopefully it's a momentum builder to where the kids understand like 4 quarters of football is what we're going to need to do against this schedule. There's no let-ups. We're going into Mandarin, going into Bartram Trail. Like, we have to be dialed in on every play for all 4 quarters if we're going to continue to be successful.
Interesting tidbit about this game. Fleming Island was getting their way with the run game, running left and right, and of course that aforementioned 8-minute drive that they had coming straight out of the first half. But they elected to pass the ball, going to the air in overtime, which, well, resulted in the game-saving and game-clinching pass deflection for the Oakleaf Knights. The Kings have been dethroned, and, well, the Knights are in charge of Clay County. Here at Oakleaf High School, Marcel Robinson, Action Sports Jax.
Week after week, we've had awesome games. What about next week? We get RIBAULT and Rains next week at 2 o'clock. Stanton at Paxson, Oakleaf and Mandarin. And, oh, look out for that last one. Bowles and Baker County. That could be fantastic. Back to the games and another dandy. Mandarin at Trinity Christian. Early on in this one now, Ja'Cory Jordan looks for his favorite target. It's Gators commit Marcus Burke. Doesn't disappoint, able to pull it in for the big pickup. It's the ground game that puts points on the board, though. Trayon Webb, 4-star, finds a hole, hits it. He'll go untouched. That was kind of easy and quick. 7-0 lead. Later in the first quarter, Mustangs get the ball in great position. Trey Lawrence able to find Jalen Smith. And, good strong hands. Drags a defender in for 6, ties it up, Stuart.
Yeah, Conquerors have really been clicking the last few weeks. Here's Webb once again, looking for contact. He wants contact. He gets contact. Takes it to the pylon, and Trinity Christian improves to 3-1. They get the victory over Mandarin tonight.
They pulled away in the second half. The Bartram Bears and the Ponte Vedra Sharks. Defensive struggle at halftime. Bartram up 10-7. Here's an example. We got a bad snap going to the end zone. And that made it 12-9. We had 2 of those happen. So
safety.
It was 2
Easy
safeties for each team. That's a wash. We had defensive highlights like this one, though. Eric Weatherly looking his way to the end zone, breaks one tackle, hops over a couple of others, loses the football as he enters the end zone, and after a long discussion, ends up being a touchback. Remember, there's no replay in high school football, so a big defensive stand.
Show him the video, Irfan.
Fourth quarter, Santino Marucci pitches to Weatherly, finds a big hole to run all the way down to the 5-yard line. Weatherly, one of the best in the area, and this guy's not bad either. Next play, A.J. Jones pushes the pile into the end zone. Bartram scores 19-9, and Ponte Vedra would then have the football. A little tricky or not. It kind of doesn't work. Instead, that's a fumble. Senior Jacob Cutler scoop and score. Bartram wins the football game, 30-17.
Hey, new this year, we want you to vote for our Air Engineers Coolest Fans of the Week. You're seeing fans from previous years just having a great time out at the games, but we want to show the fans having a good time at the games this year. All you got to do, go to actionnewsjax.com/vote. Your options include First Coast, as well as Terry Parker, and you can't forget about the Baldwin Indians. Those are your options. Go to actionnewsjax.com/vote, and let's go ahead and see how those 3 teams did in the games tonight.
Terry Parker hoping home field advantage will bring down the undefeated Baker County Wildcats, but here's kickoff. There's Jamon Ruiz, who will take it nearly all the way. Gets taken down at the 9-yard line, so that's an early start for the Wildcats on the road. They would go up 7-0. Let's go skip to the second quarter. Carson Crawford does it with his legs, does it with his arm, and he's got a buddy named Scooby Graham. Watch this. Grab the jersey, no. Cut back, that's not there. Shake a tackle, shake another tackle, cut back, cut outside, and gone for Scooby.
Wow.
Scooby Graham with one of the best runs you will see, and maybe we'll see it again later in the show. It's got to be a nominee. Next play, Crawford to Cam Smith. After everybody catches their breath, including me. Gets the final yard, another Wildcat touchdown. Baker County all over Terry Parker tonight, 42-14. They got a big matchup with Bowles next week.
They do. How about Andrew Jackson going to face the undefeated Baldwin Indians? Not much offense in the first quarter, but shout out to the special teams unit. Larry Worth blocks the Tigers' punt in the second quarter. Indians take over at midfield, but can't capitalize on the momentum-shifting play. Still in the second, Jalen Saunier drops a dime into the bucket. It's Ricky Shaw on the receiving end of this 26-yard touchdown. Tigers up 7-0. But here comes Baldwin with the best response. LaVarn Harvin takes the short pass from Bryce Tompkins, and it's nice when you make your quarterback look good like that, because that looks like a really long touchdown on a nice short pass. That was up 8-6 Indians. They go on to win 22-12. How about the First Coast Buccaneers? They host Yulee. Not a bad drive down Highway 17 for the Hornets. Marty Lee's team coming off a win over West Nassau, and they kept that momentum rolling. Larry Edwards looking deep. That's where he finds Van Adams wide open.
Wow,
early
throw.
touchdown and the lead. You like that spiral. That's beautiful. Defense gets it right back for the Bucks. Bad exchange on the snap. Matthew Parks falls on it for the home team. Edwards then sees that as, okay, well, I guess I have another opportunity to air it out, and let's do that. And when you have Jabari Mack downfield, why not? Touchdown, Bucks.
He can throw a spiral.
13-0. He sure can.
Proving that tonight.
Lots of opportunities. How about one more? This time, you got to watch the effort from Mack. Look at this. Off his hands, around the defender, does a little spin move, and then takes it in to score.
It's like he lost his distance for a second. He's like, I might go the other way. No, wait, we're going to score this way.
Unbelievable. All First Coast tonight, 34-0 over Yulee.
Hey, we debut this new segment tonight. It's the Blitz QB High Five. So many good quarterbacks in the area, many playing really good football. This list coming into the night, and we'll change it week by week. Jalen Saunier from Jackson, you just saw him. Jacoby Myers, Ponte Vedra. Santana Jackson, big game last week for RIBAULT. Bryce Tompkins for undefeated Baldwin. And Trey Griner for unbeaten Clay.
We'll see him a little later in the show.
QB High Five tonight.
Okay, we go to the beach. Fletcher High play into the beat of their own drum as they host the Trojans. We'll start with the kickoff in the second half. Fletcher senior Joshua Davis makes the catch, and here he comes. Yeah, a long way. That's why we have a zoom lens, folks. Coming all the way to you. Senators up 17-0 at that point. What a play there. RIBAULT still looking for points, and they would find some points. Santana Jackson, just mentioned a moment ago, hands off to Martranius Mack, runs it into the end zone. Trojans up by 6, or Senators up by 6, excuse me. Unfortunately, the extra point no good, so it's 17-6. More points for the Trojans in this next play. Jackson, the senior wide receiver, Anthony Felton, who makes the catch before a big tackle. RIBAULT gets the 6, again, no extra point. Final score 28-12, Fletcher with the win on homecoming.
Hey, this is a good matchup here. Rains and Sandalwood. I was over there for it. Turned into a defensive struggle. 6-0 in the second half. Saints on top. Rains trying to get out of their own end. Sandalwood disrupts the option. Ball on the ground. Jaquan Hicks comes away with it. And let's stay with this for a moment because number 55 is excited. He's got the football. And then a double chest bump and down he goes. Having some fun. Rains would force a missed field goal, though. So in the fourth quarter, they've got the football. More defense. Florida State commit Brendan Jennings. You look at him chase. He's number 44. And he gets Tyrese Smith in the end zone. That's a safety. Boy, we saw a lot of safeties tonight. In fact, Sandalwood had a couple of them. Jennings all sorts of fired up. 8-0 the lead at that time in the fourth. Then they get the ball, and Chris Calhoun would run it in. He's electric. 15-0 at the time. Sandalwood goes to 4-0 after the 17-8 win. Rains now 1-4. Well, we started the show telling you all about the playoffs are already set. The brackets are out. And look at it at the wall that says it all. And how about a quick little golf clap to Stuart Weber? He did all this artwork and put it together. It looks beautiful, Weber.
It's not bad. It'll work.
So this is really, the small school.
Yeah, we want to illustrate. So this is 4A to 1A. Yeah. We'll show you the real matchups for the higher schools and you know the consequentiality of it a little later on down the road.
That's a big word.
Don't know if it's a real one. I kind of added some syllables on one I knew.
But you know the other ones aren't just important. This is important too.
Yeah, no. What I mean to say is that. We'll tell you the games when we get to the games. This is just to kind of show you that we're going to have some play-in games. Every team who wanted to make the postseason this year made the postseason. Then they completely flipped a coin for seeding, 1 to however many in the region made it. Then they flipped a coin to see who's going to be the home game. This has been restacked to show home games on the bottom. Because that's how we do it. That's how it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense in our business to have the home team on the bottom. That's the way it works. But everybody chasing a trophy. We'll get to some of the bigger schools a little bit later on the other side of the bracket, if you will. Still to come, even more great games on this week 6 of the Friday Night Blitz. The Clay Blue Devils looking to stay unbeaten with West Nassau in town. That game is on the way.
Becoming All-American, for me, it's like a dream come true.
And say hey to Micah Morris, the Georgia committed offensive lineman from Camden County, getting his All-American jersey in a virtual ceremony this week. Family, coaches, teammates, all gathering to honor the Wildcats big man. Congrats to Micah.
With a MANDARIN Mustang, you know what it is.
And this the Friday Night Blitz, you hear me? Shout out to mama though.
Love your mama.